Welcome back to my channel, foodies. All right, so yesterday was National Cabbage and Corned Beef Day, but Jamaica will eat bully beef. All right, so that's what I'm gonna make today. That's it. I have all my ingredients. I have my cabbage. I'm gonna do this with some yellow yam, boiled plantain, banana. First, I always make my dumplings. Anytime I'm cooking, start with my dumpling first. I need the flour and I'll set it to the side. I'm using about 3 cups of flour. So, just a little bit of salt. Just use your, probably about a teaspoon, but I'm going to add a little bit of refined cornmeal. There's my salt, probably about a teaspoon, if that much. Just cold water. You can use room temperature water or water straight from the faucet. It's so much easier to knead flour with my gloves. Oh, and you only need one hand to knead flour. You don't even need both hands. So I'm just using one hand, showing you how I use my one hand to knead my flour. All right, but when I'm, making the dumpling, I'll put the other gloves on. So this is it. I'm gonna let it rest, cover it with a wet paper towel and set it to the side and get everything else going. All right, so I'm going to be using my mandolin. It's a vegetable slicer. It makes everything nice, uniform. All your vegetables look beautiful before you put them in the pot. So it's a nice array of vegetables. So there it is. Just, like clean off your counter because you're going to need a lot of space. And it's also adjustable so you can slice, shred, julienne, whatever you might need to do. So I'm going to do my sweet peppers first. I'm going to be using a quarter green pepper, about a quarter red pepper, about half of cabbage. Medium cabbage is good. Or, just how big you want it. But I'm using like a medium cabbage, like half of the cabbage. I have about 3 to 4 stalks of scallion. You can cut that up, probably about 1 to 2 tomatoes. I have a little scotch bonnet, and I'm gonna also use some green seasoning, and I'm gonna slice my onions right now. Okay. And with this mandolin slicer, you have to put your gloves on because yes, you will lose a finger or two. It's very sharp, so everything looks beautiful, nice. Slice. I'm gonna shred the cabbage now. So this is so easy. It's also adjustable. If you want the cabbage really thin or if you want it thick, it's also adjustable. So yes, while we're here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. You can also find me on all the other platforms. I'm on TikTok at Raina's Kitchen, all of them at Raina's Kitchen, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Oh, Amazon. Make sure you follow me on Amazon. I go live on Amazon once a week. All right, so I'm just getting everything together. Everything looks beautiful. So I have some thyme. I'm going to add thyme. But I bought this in the supermarket. This was like $4. Look how big this is. A pot of thyme for $4. You can plant this outside or leave it in the pot. And then the little smaller package, it was like $2. This big flour is the pot size thyme was $4. So $2 more, you get the pot. All right. So I'm gonna add Malika bully beef, corned beef, anything you want to call it. But Jamaica would call it bully beef. So I'm gonna add that. Comes with a key. Just gonna turn and twist and turn the key until we open it. So if you lose the key, you can also use a can opener. I've seen people use knife. So it's very easy to use, but I always remove the paper. It just makes it easier to turn. All right, so corned beef, you can, just like this, you can make corned beef hash. You can do corned beef with fried dumpling. You could do corned beef and rice. Or hey, make a corned beef sandwich with some mayo. So that's good too. So you can crush it up while it's in the pot, but I'm just gonna crush it up now, and then I'm gonna start the process. Um, Once my cabbage is, not fully cooked, I'll add the corned beef. As you can see, I have everything ready. All my vegetables cut up, all my seasoning cut up. Well, with the yam and the banana and all of that, I usually just, prep those, set them to the side, put them in some water. And then I have my dumplings. So My pot is already boiling, so the water is already hot. All I'm gonna do is add a little oil so the banana doesn't run onto the dumpling, or you can cook them separate. A little salt, so it's already boiling while everything is going. I'm just gonna add a little bit more water based on how much food I'm adding to the pot. So I get my green bananas. I'm gonna add probably about 4 fingers of banana. I have a whole plantain because I'm gonna slice it, so that's why I didn't cut it up. I have yellow yam, white yam. That's a soft white yam. Just, you know, watch that so it doesn't boil out in the pot. And because I did already need my dough for my dumpling, so that's the last thing I drop in is the dumpling. So it's gonna be resting right on top of everything else, so it won't stick to the bottom of the pot. And I actually have a complete dumpling tutorial on my channel. You can scroll down. You can do the boiled dumpling or the fried dumpling. And then, you know, the next day after we cook the dumpling, we're gonna fry it in some fry over dumpling, all right? So my wok was heating up on medium heat. So I'm gonna add all my ingredients right now. And then I'm gonna, not olive oil, I use coconut oil because that's my favorite oil. So that's what you saw before adding these additional ingredients. And all I'm gonna add to this is about a teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, a little green seasoning. It doesn't, and a little salt and pepper. You can add additional seasoning if you'd like. You know, taste and adjust your pot as you're cooking, but it doesn't need a lot of seasoning. The corned beef is already salty, so yeah, so you can always taste and adjust as you go. And these beautiful salt and pepper grinders, they're electric. You can recharge them. They're also on my Amazon storefront, and I will leave the link in my description box. All right, so I toss my seasoning for a few minutes so I can extract some of that delicious aroma and the flavor. All right, then I'm gonna add the cabbage. I'm gonna let this steam for maybe about 10 minutes so it still have a little crunch to it. Don't wanna overcook it. Just gonna add a little bit of water. There's my green seasoning. That recipe is also on my channel. You can scroll down, and I'm adding a little bit of all-purpose seasoning and a little bit of water, probably about a tablespoon to 2. You don't want too much water in there, all right? Because, you know, cabbage springs its own water, so we don't want to put too much water. So after we are mixing it up well, toss it a few times in your wok, your skillet, cover it up, like I said, for 10 minutes, let it steam, and then we're gonna add the corned beef, all right? So I did remove some of the cabbage because not everyone in my house eats the corned beef, so that's why I took it out. I'm gonna do a separate callaloo on cabbage. So this is what we're making here. So yeah, and that's it. It's like, after, you know, corned beef is already pre-cooked, so it doesn't require much heat. You can eat corned beef right out the can with some mayo and anything on a slice of bread. All right, so toss this for a few minutes. You can cover it, let it, you know, simmer a little, and that's it. All right, so everything is ready, and this is the end result. So delicious. So here's my whole plantain. I'm just gonna slice it. It's hot. I still have my gloves on, and these gloves are by Golden Protective Services. They're also on my Amazon storefront. I keep them on, and I just wash them, but they're durable. They don't rip during my cooking process. I have nails on, and they're still going strong, okay? It was so sweet. So, you know, boiled plantain, some people put them in the microwave. You can roast them anyway. Plantain, good. I love fried plantain, so plantain goes with everything. I did add some avocado. You can do that. 2 dumpling, 2 boiled banana, some plantain. Here's my cabbage and corned beef. Even though I only eat 1 dumpling and I'm good, but dumpling them tight like a vice grip, so I have to use a knife to cut them, as you can see. All right, so thank you guys again for watching. Drop some comments in the comment section. Let me know how you like this video. All right, and also if you follow the recipe. Thank you again, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.